every Sunday out here at Clyde and Lily Mae Fogel's Valley View Park. Before we bring on the headline attraction for the day that we know that you're all waiting to see and hear in person, favorites here at the park, I want to get the two people out here who are responsible for the operation of Valley View Park, Clyde and Lily Mae Fogel. Now, these are your friends, my friends. I want to bring them both out here. Are you ready, Clyde? Next Sunday, for the first appearance that I know of in a long, long time around this particular community, you're going to have the opportunity of seeing what I think is going to be one of the only appearances nearby of in-person Lonzo and Oscar. They are really two tremendous clowns. They make with very good country music for you, and I know that you'll enjoy Lonzo and Oscar. Tell all your friends and neighbors for next Sunday. Now, I want Clyde and Lily Mae out here for a specific reason, okay? Let's give them a big round of applause.
Thank you.
They want to thank the party responsible for the beautiful floral decoration here for the stage. Come on a little closer, both of you. I announced earlier that Clyde and Lily Mae, for your benefit, have made a few changes in policy out here at the park this year. Be sure to hold on to the stub of your ticket of your entrance here to Valley View. Now, rather than have a drawing each and every Sunday, in about the next 4 weeks, they're going to have a drawing for a mammoth prize. Now, as I say, who can tell? Might be a nice television set. They haven't quite as yet decided, but you be sure and hold on to them and keep them, and then come out here every Sunday to Valley View Park, and in about 4 weeks, would that be right, Lily Mae?
Yes, sir.
In about 4 weeks, then they'll have a grand drawing, and somebody's going to win a grand prize off the stage. Clyde, this is one of the few times I've had you on the stage that you had nothing to say.
Well, I've got nothing to say and nowhere to say it. No, anyway, Will, you know, aren't you pleased with what happened here today? Look at this.
Very happy. Very happy.
First time, and we have a weekend of a holiday weekend, and I think it's wonderful to have this many people show up, don't you?
Now, I want to tell them something else, that you and your band can be heard each and every morning at 6:15 on WGCB Red Lion.
Yes,
Yep.
we're going to do that. Yes, sir.
They're broadcasting, that is Clyde's band, all the Valley View boys, on WGCB Red Lion each and every morning. Thank you. I feel
Thank
the same
you.
way. Come on. For some reason or another, I mean,
Now,
let's kind of all get into it. If I had some music, I'd, you know.
yeah, well, here's something else. You said something about anyone that was, or someone being responsible for the bouquet. Well, you know who that is? Who do you think that is that brought that here? Our two little grandchildren, Troy and Trinda. That's the name that's on the bouquet. So ain't much more you can say about that, you know.
I think
I'll
that's...
give them a hand anyway.
Sure, let's give them a hand, by all means. Now, the one reason that I call both Clyde and Lily Mae up here, they are running the park here for you and your friends and neighbors' benefit. They have contracted for some of the finest country music attractions out here, and the only way that we can guarantee the operation of Valley View Park is to have you and your friends support each and every Sunday. You want to hear some of the attractions coming out here that they are going to bring for you this year? You want to hear some of them? Well, next Sunday, Lonzo and Oscar. The following Sunday, which would be June the 13th, in the Grand Ole Opry, Nashville, Tennessee. Very good friends of Valley View Park, Wilma Lee and Stoney Cooper. And then on June 20th, it's a mighty big show with 6 big people, Pee Wee King and the Golden West Cowboys, plus Red Stewart and the Collins Sisters. It's the entire show. And we'll just skip over some of the big names. Grandpa Jones, July 4th. Red Sobine, July 11th. Jim and Jesse and the Virginians on July the 18th. We know you'll enjoy them. Another new attraction is another Grand Ole Opry star, which will be coming in here on August 1st. George Morgan and the Candy Kids. We know you'll enjoy George, be their first appearance out here. And Doc Williams, good old friend Doc, will be out here on August 22nd. George Hamilton IV on August 29th. He's also from the Grand Ole Opry, Nashville, Tennessee. Jeannie Shepherd, September 5, and we're going to let it go at that. All right, there's the story. The only way those people can come in here on behalf of Clyde and Lily Mae and Valley View Park is with your support, yours, and tell your friends and neighbors it's open every Sunday, a good time, a nice, comfortable park. Thanks to both of you.
Now, listen, don't forget that Shelley Jewelers is the fellow that's going to sponsor us. You know, Glenn Shelley, the jeweler in the East Market Shopping Center.
That's right.
He's our sponsor. He's helping to put us and promote us. We want to thank him a lot. He's here today.
Fine. You mean Shelley's here?
Yeah, he's here.
Well, we'll give him a plug. That means a 5-spot to Clyde and a 5-spot for me. Anything plugged from this stage here is $10 worth. All right. We know you're waiting to see and hear him in person, and let's bring him out with a big round of applause. Come on, let's hear it now. Red Smiley and the Tennessee Cutups. Come on.
Thank you so much. Certainly a pleasure to be back here at Valley View Park this year. We've looked forward to this for several months, and always a pleasure to come back and work along with a good friend, Will Goff, who's doing a wonderful job here, and of course Mr. and Mrs. Clyde Fogel are running a real nice park. We have a new group for you this year. Hope you're going to enjoy some of the boys, and as they do their different numbers for you, we're going to introduce them. We have one of the old boys over here with the bass fiddle. It's been with me now for 11 years. He says he never got enough money yet to quit, so he's going to stay right along. We're going to start out here with an old-timer recorded on a King record by the Cutups. Love, Please Come Home. As you read this letter that I write, sweetheart, I hope you'll understand that you're the only love I knew. Oh, please forgive me if you can. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm sober and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, please come home. That old wind is cold and slowly creeping round, and the fire is burning low. The snow has covered up the ground. Your baby's hungry, sick and cold. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm sober and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, oh please come home. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm sober and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, oh please come home. Thank you. Thanks so much for the nice applause. The boy doing the fiddle playing for the Cutups now, and some of the tenor singing, and we got 2 or 3 tenor singers in the group now. His name is that's my name. Bobby Lester. Let's give him a great big hand. Bobby Lester. Yeah, Bobby, we're always kidding, Bobby. We got him off of a shrimp boat down in Norfolk, Virginia a few months ago, and he had his fiddle on the shrimp boat with him. I think that's all he did. He didn't do any shrimping. He done most fiddling on the boat. The boy with the 5-string banjo is a Carolina boy, raised down in Faith, North Carolina, and he's the youngest member of the group. He's 39. He doesn't look like he's 39 because he took Carter's little liver pills to keep him looking like that. His grandmother took him for 103 years. She died, and 3 weeks later we had to beat her liver to death with a stick, so we know they're good. His name is David Deese. Let's give him a great big hand, huh? David, come on up here with your 5-string banjo, and we'll put you to work. David's been a little bit under the weather for a couple of days. He's been in bed for the last 24 hours. He says he believes it's worms, but I don't know. We're going to find out tomorrow. Dave, let's have Banjolina, Thank you, David, and thank you, neighbors. That's some real good banjo picking. We'll have David do some more picking for you after a while. I'd like to introduce another boy, a boy that's been working along with us now for about 8 years down in Virginia on our television shows. He never did travel with us before until the last few months, but he's been singing with the Cutups now for about 7 years. He happens to look at some of the boys on the stage. Turn around, George. Turn around, George.
Which way?
That way. Turn the other way. Turn on around. There you go. The reason I was showing you that haircut, this boy with the guitar back here is one of Roanoke, Virginia's fine barbers and has been for several years. And we can't get a George in the barber chair to cut his hair. He's afraid he'll cut it all off. This boy plays a good guitar and sings a real fine song. Gene Burrows is his name. Let's give him a great big welcome. Gene, come up here and sing.
I'm going to work on George tonight.
You're going to work on him tonight when he goes to sleep.
If he goes to sleep, he's in.
Here's Gene Burrows to sing for you. Look over your shoulder.
When you're tired of running around and the world runs you down and it looks like the end of the way, turn around, all along, claim my heart as your own. I'll forgive and forget whatever you say. Look over your shoulder, I'll be around. Look over your shoulder, I'll be easy fine. If your love is cold and you long for a walk with a love like you knew yesterday, don't forget, remember me and the love that used to be. I'll forgive and forget whatever you say. Look over your shoulder, I'll be around. Look over your shoulder, I'll be easy fine.
Gene Burrows. Thank you, neighbors, and thank you so much, and thanks to Gene Burrows for a fine song. We'd like to do a trio song for you now. This will be in our first album release on a Star Day record. And Gene Burrows and Bobby Lester sing on this along with yours truly. And David, you got your 5-string banjo ready? We'll do Swinging in a 9-pound hammer. Georgia line. I wanted her love, but she never gave a sign. I told her one night she stole my heart away. Don't ever leave me, baby, or someday you'll pay. Swinging a 9-pound hammer all day, working for the state, and there is no pay. Listen to that hammer ringing loud and long. This is how I came to write this sad old song. I found her making love to some other guy. When I walked through the door, my temper was afire. My story ends here, but it's too sad to tell, and that's my reason for being here in jail. Swinging a 9-pound hammer all day, working for the state, and there is no pay. Listen to that hammer ringing loud and long. This is how I came to write this sad old song. This is how I came to write this sad old song. Thank you. Hope you neighbors will be on the lookout for our first album on a Star Day record, and that'll be one of the songs that you'll find in it by the Cutups. The fellow back here that we were speaking of a few minutes ago with the new haircut on, he's not a Beatle as yet. He's been a country music entertainer for many, many years, and he's one of the fine mandolin players that has worked throughout the country, along down at the opera for several years, and down in Richmond, Virginia. And we're mighty proud to have him working along with the Cutups now. His name is George Winn. Let's give him a great big welcome. George, if you're ready, let's do a little bit of one of Bill Monroe's old numbers. I'm sure you like to play his tunes, and we'll do this one for all the neighbors that like the mandolin. Let's do Rawhide. thank you so much, and thanks to George Winn. You get those boys with the mandolins and the guitars and the fiddles going, the banjos, you can't get them stopped. Works me to death. We'd like to do a song now that George Jones has made real popular lately, and we've been doing it quite often on our shows throughout the country, and we'd like to give you our version of it now. Gene Burrows leads this one, and we'd like to do it for you, and hope you'll enjoy. The race is on.
I feel tears welling up, going deep inside like my heart's on a bed free. There's a spell of loneliness sharp and painful that I may never shade. You might say that I was taking it hard since you wrote me off with the call. Don't you wait a little hide in sorrow when I may lay right down and fall. Now the race is on and here comes the tide of the bucket. Heartaches going to the inside. My tears are holding back. They try not to fall.
My heart's out of the running through the guts for another's sake.
The race is on and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all. One day I ventured in love, never once suspecting what the final result might be. How I lived in fear, waking up each morning and finding that you're gone from me. Aching pain in my heart for the day, for the one that I hated to face. Somebody new came up to win her, I came out in second place. Now the race is on and here comes the tide of the bucket. Heartaches going to the inside, my tears are holding back. They're trying not to fall.
My heart's out of the running through love guts for another's sake.
The race is on and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We try to do the numbers that the neighbors request on our program, and we have one here that we recorded several years ago along with Don Reno on a King record. We'd like to do it for you now. Bobby Lester and myself to sing for you, Sweethearts in Heaven. If there be sweethearts in heaven, then I want you for mine. If I should go first and leave you behind to face life alone, just bear this in mind. I'll be a Thank you. We're trying to answer some requests that we had during talking to the folks before the show. And if you have a number that we can do for you on our next program, we'll be glad for you to come around and talk with us and let us know what you'd like to hear, and we'll certainly try to include it on our next program out here. Here's an old timer that we had a request for. The trio sings this one, Uncle Pen.
Oh, the people would come from far away, that's all night at the break of day. All would holler, Joe to Joe, and you Uncle Ben was ready to go. Playing in the rocks and loud, how to keep the bus down. Joe played the fiddle, Lord, how it rain. Hear it talk, you could hear it sing. Called Soldier Joy, and one called Boston Boy. Christopher, Ginny, and underneath that word the fiddle began. Playing in the bounce and that how to use the bus down. Play the fiddle, Lord, how it ring. Hear it talk, you can hear it sing.
Thank you so much. The boy over here on the bass fiddle, we was talking about at the beginning of the program. He's been with us up here every time we've been to Valley View Park, and he's been with us for 11 years playing the bass fiddle. Sings a real good song, and our good friends Bob and Dean McNatt were out here doing a wonderful job a little while ago. We were listening, and they done the song, but Johnny said he wanted to sing today. He said he couldn't sing it as good as they did, but he's going to sing it loud anyway. I'm going to give you my... Here, you take it. You want me to pick the guitar? Yeah. All right. Johnny Palmer's going to sing. Let's give him a great big welcome. Johnny Palmer. And we'll have Gene Burrows do the main part of it. I forgot about that. You do sing the verses, don't you?
Yeah, you know you can't get John to learn a song.
No, John has been singing for 11 years with me, and he's learned half a song a year.
Yeah,
so that just gives him 5.5 songs, so he knows half of this.
As long as it's not over 2 words, he'll learn it.
Here's John Palmer and Gene Burrows to sing I've Got a Tiger by the Tail.
I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm a losing weight and a turning mighty pale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. I thought the day I met you were meek as a lamb, just the kind to fit my dreams and plans. And the pace we're living takes the wind from the sail. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm a losing weight and a turning mighty pale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail. Every night you drag me where the bright lights are found. There ain't no way to slow you down. I'm about as helpless as a leaf in a gale. Looks like I've got a tiger by the tail.
Thank you. We'll have Johnny sing another song after a while. We was kidding him about knowing so many songs, and John knows a lot of them, and he'll be singing them throughout the evening here for you on this show, and also another show after a while. We had a request for a fiddle tune that most neighbors request on a kind of a bluegrass show, and we're going to ask Bobby Lester, our fiddle player, to change his fiddle and get a blonde-faced fiddle here, one that looks like it's been worked over by a hatchet a couple of times.
Looks like it's been worked over by a poster.
Yeah, by somebody with a big axe. Bobby Lester and the Black Mountain Ray. Thank you. We'd like to settle down and do a couple of 3 gospel numbers for you. We always like to include the gospel numbers on our program, and some of the numbers that we get the most requests for are the gospel numbers that we do. Here's an old timer. Hope you neighbors might enjoy and remember the quartet singing "I'm Using My Bible for a Road Map." Children of Israel, For God was there to see them through. There'll be no beakers in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road run. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. Another one of the old-time songs. We're going to ask Gene Burrows to lead us in this one. Jesus Savior, pilot me. Jesus Savior, pilot me over lost and treacherous sea, unknown way before me roll, hiding rock and treacherous shore, charred and compass far from me. Jesus Savior, pilot me. When at last I near the shore, and the angry breakers roll, quakes me and my peaceful rest. Then while leaning on my breast, may I hear thee say to me, fear not, I will pilot thee. We certainly hope you enjoyed the gospel songs, and we have lots more we'll be singing for you throughout the evening. Right now, Bobby Lester and myself would like to answer a request with I know you're married, but I love you still. I love you still. The day I met you, my heart spoke to me. It said to love you through eternity. Not knowing that you were another's bride. We certainly hope you enjoyed that one. David Deese tells me that he had a request for some 5-string banjo picking and some bass fiddle playing by John Palmer over here. This is the way we recorded it on a King record, and here's David Deese and Johnny Palmer to do the number for you. Nothing but a bass fiddle and a 5-string banjo. Here they are for Lady of Spain. We're going to have a boy with a mandolin now sing a real fine song. We've kind of been holding him back here, and he's got back there, and he says, Red, I'm ready to sing. So, George Winn, come on up here and let's do It's Mighty Dark to Travel.
Together, talking of a lonesome friend, up on her will never vanish. Oh, I know I'll need her then. It's mighty dark for me to travel. Oh, my sweetheart keeps gone. Where it runs, never travel. I'm a journey on and on. From God above, on that day that I first met her, that I told her of my love. It's mighty dark for me to travel, for my sweetheart keeps gone. For this rough and paper travel, I'm a journey on. It's mighty dark for me to travel, for my sweetheart keeps gone. For this rough and paper travel, I'm a journey on.
That's a real old-time bluegrass tune. Hope you enjoyed. Bobby Lester's going to sing one now. All the boys do a real fine job of singing, and we'd like to call him up here and let him lead a song. And Bobby says he'd like to sing Some Old Day.
I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, you wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Tell my brother, my sister, and dad, they're the dear friends that I've had. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, you wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
Real fine, Bobby, real fine. Thank you. You know, this next boy that's going to sing a song for you has a real mellow voice. Is he gone? Come on, Dave. Oh, he's going to tune his banjo, I think. He gets back there where he can't hear these other boys' instruments so he can get in tune. And David has a real mellow voice. In fact, it's so mellow it's almost rotten. You know, we had David down in Florida a week before last, and he's had the flu ever since. He's had a little bit of the tizzy or the flu ever since, and we sent him out to get some water down there in a little spring about 30 or 40 feet from where we parked the bus down there on the side of the road, and he took a bucket out there, and David came running back in a few minutes just as fast as he could run. No water, no bucket, and he just as white as he could be. I said, David, where's the water? He said, there's an alligator out there in that spring that long. I said, now, David, that alligator's not going to bother you. That alligator's just as afraid of you as you are of it. He said, if that be the case, the water's not going to be fit to drink for a couple of weeks anyway. Here's David Deese to sing. They didn't know the difference, but I did.
Why can't I just preach a while?
No, just go ahead and sing.
Well, when I was a little kid and sweet as I could be, I had a twin brother, Sid. He looked just like me. He got me in the tight squeeze I was ever in before. He stuffed that pipe with some burger cheese and he headed for the door. Teddy took out after him, but he caught me instead. He didn't know the difference, but I did. Then one day Sid put a tack right in the teacher's chair. Just as soon as she came back, she saw us standing there. My twin brother walked away and sat down in my place. I'll never forget to my dying day the look on the teacher's face. Then the teacher collared me, but she was after Sid. She didn't know the difference, but I did. Then a few years later on, I fell in love, you see. But the cutest little girl I ever knew, she said she'd marry me. And so we set a wedding date, but when it's rolled around, it really makes me sad to say that I was out of town. My twin brother courted her and she married him instead. She didn't know the difference, but I did. How about quieting that bass player down? He's making too much noise. It's a serious verse, if you don't mind, just so you can quit. So I go to see her now when brother's out of sight. I even fixed his job, so now he has to work at night. And every time I take her out and I hold her close to me, she wonders what it's all about, why I laugh so much, you see. I play my cards close to my vest like brother used to do. They still don't know the difference, but I do. They still don't know the difference, but David does. Here's a request. Yeah, Bobby?
Did you hear about the Indian that couldn't tell heads from tails?
Hear about the Indian that couldn't hear head from tail?
Didn't know heads from tails.
No, I didn't.
You ought to have seen some of the scalps he brought on.
Oh, no. These boys been staying up at night driving the bus, and they've been getting together on me. I know what's happening. We had a request for one of Buck Owens' songs, and we do these quite often because...
About 3 traveling 7.
No, you can't tell that. Oh, now, Gene, you don't have one, do you? All right, I know John's too slow to tell it, so he won't be up here. Together again, my tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now at an end. The key to my heart you hold in your hand, and nothing else matters. We're together again. Teardrops are gone. You're back in my arms. Now where you belong. The love that I need is living again, but nothing else matters. We're together again. And nothing else matters. We're together again. Thank you so much. We'd like to do another one of the numbers that you'll be able to find in our new album in a few days now. And this one was written by Bobby Lester over here, the boy playing the fiddle. And we think it's a real fine song. This one's called Grandpa Played the Fiddle. You've heard the song about Uncle Will and all about Fiddling Will, how he played the fiddle while sitting on a hill. We know he played fine fiddle, the old song tried and true, but you should have been there when Grandpa fiddle-oo-loo. Grandpa played the fiddle, he used to make you cry. The way he played it soft and low brought teardrops to my eye. The whistle of a freight train, the clicking of the wheel, the songbird and their singing of little Katy Hill. Grandpa played the fiddle, Grandma she would sing, People came from miles around to dance the bucking way. He played all the hoedown and good old Mountain Dew, but you should have been there when Grandpa Fiddle blew. Grandpa Fiddle blew. Grandpa's gone away now, he never more will play the fiddle like he used to in those bygone days. But late in the evening, when the sun is going down, it seems that I can hear him playing bully all the town. Grandpa played the fiddle, Grandma she would sing. People came from miles around to dance the bucking way. He played all the breakdown and good old Mountain Dew. Yes, you should have been there when Grandpa Fiddle blew. Grandpa Fiddle blew.
Thank you.
Thank you. Certainly is nice to see some of the folks that are always with us here at the Valley View Park. Mr. and Mrs. Apple from over in Harrisburg, PA. We're mighty proud to see them here because they got some chicken back there. Huh? We're going to go back there and eat some chicken. And we hope you neighbors have enjoyed what we've tried to do for you here for the last few minutes. We would like to tell you about a little souvenir book and picture album that we have along with us today. This has over 50 pictures of the Cutups, brand new pictures taken throughout the country. Stories on all the Cutups, a little bit about them. And some of you songwriters out there that would like to know how to get your songs published, recorded, and copyrighted, we have some information in the back of the book that's worth as much as what we're asking for the book. Gives you all the information in the back of the book, how you can get your songs copyrighted, published, and recorded. If you'd like to have one of these books, we sell them for 50 cents each, or 50 cents without the each, either one, if you'd like to have them. And the boys will be out here at the bus behind the stage after the program here. If you'd like to have one, just come on around, and we'll be glad to wait on you and be glad to autograph it for you. We usually sell this book for $1 on our television shows, but we're going to let you have it for half price today. For 50 cents, the Cutups will be glad to autograph the book. Of course, we'll be back after a while with another show for you, and we'd like for you to go ahead and take your supper break now and go up and visit the concession stands and the soft drink stands and all the games they have around here. And we certainly have enjoyed playing for you. Until after a while, Red speaking for all the Cutups, saying bye-bye, and we'll be back after a while.
Of you boys, okay?